Hello, Western Oregon sports fans, and welcome to this edition of Wolves Weekly. Joining me in studio today, we have head men's baseball coach, Jeremiah Robbins. How are you doing today, Jeremiah?
Very well, Danny. Good to be back.
Good. It's mid-January, but hey, this is college baseball. College baseball comes around very quickly, and really, you might think about the season starting at the beginning of February, which you're starting to see all around the country, but you guys have been putting in work since that first day of school, really, which came, I think it was September 26th or something like that. Just tell me a little bit about your team and kind of the training you guys do and just preparation for your season, which does, the first pitch is February 3rd, but we know you guys have been out there competing all year long.
Yeah, you know, we have the standard fall ball, and we went through that very well. The kids progressed very well through that. Knock on wood, we haven't had any major injuries yet, and we're proud of that fact. I think our kids came in very well conditioned. And they've continued that progression with the addition of our new strength and conditioning coach, Coach Metzger, and she has been phenomenal with our guys. Made a huge impact with changing not only our baseball team, but all of our athletics here at Western Oregon with having her on board with us. So that has been a huge boost. The kids have bought into her system there, and you know, just staying functionally fit, and she's done a good job of that. And we had December off. We had a long break, one of the longer breaks that we've had since I've been coaching here. And you know, the kids came back ready to go. And we've been going since school started here in January. And you know, the kids are focused. They're definitely ready to see somebody with a different colored uniform. And that opportunity is going to come here in a very quick time. So we're looking forward to it. You know, it's been a bit of a rough couple of weeks here with our weather that we've had, but the kids have been very, very persistent in getting their work done and just doing a phenomenal job.
And I mean, just from an outsider's point of view, somebody within the athletic department going down to new PE, it's interesting all the times of night you'll hear the ping coming off the bat. And I know it's because the guys are working so hard on their own, taking extra batting practice in there. You see a couple guys down there in the batting cages. It's just a very good, and it's a great sound to hear when you walk through that place, you know, 9 o'clock at night and you hear the ping come off the bat. But so along that same line right there, you guys have a Wolves style of baseball. You guys have now won 10 straight GNAC titles, 11 straight conference titles overall. And I just wanted to ask you really quick about some of the returners you guys have come back as you guys search. You've mentioned me some of your goals you've had in the past. I know a GNAC title, winning conference title is always one of them. But just talk to me about some of your returners you have come back, and then I'll have a couple more questions for you about the newcomers as well.
Sure. You know, I like where we're at on the mound. And you know, we've always been, I felt, a little bit short in the bullpen, and I think we've shored up some of that with a few of our returns that we have coming back. Our starting pitching, you know, we returned 3 starters that I think have a chance to be even better than what they were last year. And you know, then we have another kid, Travis Bradshaw, who was injured most of the year last year, that has really progressed very well for us. And we're excited to see these guys get some opportunities to show their stuff, if you will. But you know, I'm very, very excited about our pitching. Our defense is going to be very solid. We got Griffin Boyd back at third base, who had a very good year last year. He's matured tremendously from last year to this year. Took the summer off. I think it was very beneficial for him to take this past summer off and just focus on his body and getting physically fit to face the grind of a season. So we're excited about him. AJ Royal coming back in the outfield. He had a bit of a down year last year. He didn't show what he can do. The guy is one of our better defending outfielders that I think we've ever had since I've been here. So I'm excited about him. Copenhagen returning in the outfield. He was injured a lot of last year. You know, kind of these guys have been snake bit a little bit that a lot of people don't know about, but are very, very talented players. So to get all those guys healthy, Brady Locker is healthy this year, and you know, then you add in a very, very talented group of newcomers, and we're very excited as a coaching staff. When you have good pitching and very solid defense behind that, I feel very, very fortunate to have these kids, and I look forward to the grind of our season.
Well, I've got to ask you about that same note. You bring all these returns back. Just with any college sport, you always are kind of bringing in new guys, trying to acclimate them to the system. You seem to go the junior college route in a lot of your ones, keeping the Wolves very competitive over the years. But you have a Western Oregon style of baseball that you want to do. And I know that has a lot to do off the field. I almost got in trouble by missing a bus one time by not knowing the Wolves' time exactly. Things start 15 minutes early, and you have a way of doing it. How do you acclimate people, and how do you get them into the winning the winning mentality that you have created around here?
Yeah, I think it's the kind of kid that we recruit, and we've been very fortunate to go out and find the right kids that are willing to be disciplined and structured and do it right in the classroom, on the field, off the field, and I feel we've been fortunate with that. And when you get a group of guys like that together, they mesh very well, and it's something that Coach Walker and myself we're very proud of, just the kids that we're bringing here. I think it represents their families at home, and then they're a good representation of our university here. So we're very fortunate with who we have here. We spend a lot of time together. We do have team building stuff that we do. It is a structured and very disciplined program, but guys want it, and obviously the numbers have shown that if you can buy into that, you're going to be successful. And it's not about wins and losses either. It's about when you graduate and you go out and compete in life. And it's my greatest feather in my hat is when I get emails from former players of how they're competing in their jobs, and that's the most enjoyable fact for me.
Well, you mentioned one word right there, compete. Another word I always seem to hear around the Western Oregon baseball program is opportunity. And it seems like those are two things that you always want to have out there. You want guys to work for that opportunity and then go out and compete and do their best. And if you ever talked about it too, you seem to do the same thing as a coach. You always seem to be looking for that opportunity out there and really want your team to go out and compete at the highest level. And you're really having that opportunity as you set yourself up early in the season with your early season schedule, playing two teams from the CCA that are really as good as anybody in the region year in and year out. So talk to me about your first two opening opponents. UC San Diego, it seems like the Wolves' opening day opponent for the last 4 years, basically.
Yeah, they'll be good. They do have a turnover in their coaching staff, but the administrators down there at UCSD, they bring in very good coaches, and they brought in a phenomenal group of coaches, and we got our work cut out for us. I just checked the weather in La Jolla, California, and it's supposed to be 70-something today. So we're hoping for a high of 45 or 48. So. But they'll be well prepared. I feel our guys will be the same. We'll be ready to go. We're not going to make any excuses about the weather or the travel or that. We're going to go down there and play a very, very good team. It is what it is. You've got to go out and play good teams. I think if I was to go and schedule weak teams or some other teams close in the vicinity to our campus here, I don't think that is right to our student athletes. I think to get them a very competitive schedule is the right thing to do. And we'll be fine. We'll go down and play hard. That's all you can ask for, and that's all we do. Sonoma State, they return a very good group of guys that played in the College World Series last year and won our region and showed very well at the World Series. Their head coach has been there this is his 27th year. He's got his system in place, and they are going to be a very tough club also. So, and it's a 5-game series with Sonoma State. So we got 9 games in 9 days. Our kids will be focused for it. It'll be tough on them, but we look at how we prepare them in the fall and early in the winter here, and it's baseball, and we got to do what we got to do.
Well, thanks, Jeremiah. Thanks very much for coming in, just giving us a little preview into the 2012 season, which comes up so quickly, it feels like, in the year, but always looking forward to getting out there, seeing some Wolves baseball, and when the weather clears, getting out there to watch a little bit, because it's always fun to come out here and watch the Wolves. So thanks again for joining us in the studio, and thank you all for watching this edition of Wolves Weekly.